Hello and welcome to I Am Geek, and this is episode 103, and we're coming to you live from Comicpalooza.
Hi.
So much cheering right now. You can't hear it because the mics are directed to us.
Well, it's just a big stadium. It kind of echoes and echoes out. I think that's how echoes work.
They asked that everybody just remain silent so they can hear us.
Yep.
But we're on the show floor, so there's people walking all over the place.
Yeah.
No, be loud.
No, actually,
We
speak
need
up.
loud cheering.
We can't hear you.
There you
go. Perfect.
We're I Am Geek. We're the show for the geek, and all of us, even that guy who has a butcher
Especially
knife.
that guy.
Yeah.
Especially all those guys.
I don't know. Not
The audience
He's coming
can't
to-
see it.
They're
but,
coming to be on the show.
They've got more than one skin on.
Oh, they have body
Oh.
parts.
Oh, hey.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they're gone.
Okay.
Thanks for stopping by.
So today we're going to be talking about the end game is over, and we're going to be talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 4 and what we think is coming, little tidbits and stuff. This is
And-
Chris.
Hi.
This is my our good buddy, Katrin. This is my brother, Chris. He's an animator. He's worked on such films as...
Talk about yourself.
Talk
about
about myself. I worked on a couple Alvin and the Chipmunks movies. I worked on X-Men First Class, Life of Pi, Book of
Dog.
Life, Rock Dog. That's my favorite. Yeah, and a bunch of other stuff.
Which you won an Oscar
Yeah.
for Life of Pi, your company.
Yeah, well, the company did. I did not.
The work
get
that you
to
did.
keep. I got to hold the Oscar, but then I
Yeah.
had to give it back because, yeah, they don't want me to have it.
And now you're into video games with hush-hush stuff.
Yeah, hush, hush, shh. Video
He's
game.
doing all
and-
kinds of cool stuff that we can't
Yeah.
talk about right now because there's spies all around us.
Yeah,
But
I'll get shot.
Not true.
anyways, so and he's also sort of the aficionado of comics, so he knows what sort of goes on in the comics and what we could be experiencing on the big screen coming soon.
Ooh.
So we're going to try to. Has everybody seen Endgame?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, yeah, we'll. It's like, yeah. We're pretty sure everyone here has seen it.
yeah.
at
There's
least
going to be
twice.
one guy that walks by and we'll accidentally say something, and he's going to be like, "Really?"
It's
Yeah,
got to.
and I'm going to
Bad
be like,
time, folks.
"Where did you
Yeah.
think that you were going?"
We got
Because-
the director's permission,
yeah.
so
So we're gonna, we'll talk about some in-game stuff, but we're gonna focus on the stuff yet to come. And I guess the next thing is sort of they're calling it the epilogue of in-game, which is the new Spider-Man movie
yes.
that dropped the trailer this last week. Any thoughts? What do you think about it?
I liked it. It was fun. I mean, it introduces a lot of stuff that they can go into, especially with like the multiverse type thing possibility, where
Yeah.
like they can do so many things with that. Where, yeah, anything can happen.
Now, so this is the end of Phase 4, or
It's-
Phase 3,
Yeah, it's
which is sort of weird.
well, that's what they've been doing. Like I thought before, like with Ultron, I thought Ultron was the end of that phase, but it wasn't. It was Ant-Man,
Yeah.
which was odd as well.
So this is the end of Phase 3.
It's like the epilogue
Yeah.
of a story.
Which they've announced the dates for Phase 4. Phase 4 starts May 1st, 2020. So that's a little ways away.
A little bit.
A little bit.
They have been doing 3 Marvel movies a year, and they're backing it off, and it's going to be only like 2 Marvel movies a year. Wah, wah. And they're going to focus on sort of single stories as opposed to Avenger type, where everybody comes together.
I like that that they're doing that. That they kind of just focus on the characters in the movie, but they're they're going to be dropping stuff here and there on what's going to be coming forward. I got to get closer.
He just wants to
You
talk
have
to me.
into the
I just
mic.
want to talk to Ryan.
You don't have to.
I
talk
don't even
to
want to talk to you.
I don't care. It's okay.
It's fine.
Nobody wants to talk to me.
That's okay. Just keep talking.
Now, Tom Holland was here last year at Comicpalooza.
Yes, he was.
Very nice guy.
I think they were excited.
Yeah.
He's
I
not
wish he
here
was here this year.
Sorry.
But
Yeah, I know.
he was at Disneyland the other day, dressed in the full Spider-Man outfit. Nobody knew, and people were getting their pictures taken. And then he finally, the rest of the cast came out, and he took the mask off, and everybody went crazy because he was just standing in the street taking pictures with guests at Disneyland. Makes me want to go to Disneyland.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Right now.
So he's not here. He's at Disneyland.
Mhm.
Maybe Disney is just like, you have to work for us now. Like, when you're not making a movie, this is your job. You're Spider-Man at Disneyland.
We're
That
already
makes
paying
sense.
you, so you
Yeah,
got to
we're
come
paying
in.
you.
Yeah, we paid you a ton of money. You got to
in
be
your
here for
hours.
us.
Yeah.
Beck and call.
So they're dropping a lot of hints about the new Spider-Man movie. He was on Jimmy Kimmel, and the whole cast was on. Jake Gyllenhaal was like, we got the water guy and stuff, and Tom Holland just dropped all their names, Hydro Man and all of them.
Oh, of course.
So
No surprises
I think
anymore.
that's confirmed.
Yeah.
But so that ends phase 3. Where do you think? Because you're the smart one here.
We're in trouble.
I'm just the guy that runs the computer and all that stuff. What do you think is going to be the first movie out the gate for phase 4?
Oh gosh, the first movie out the gate.
That
What
would
do
be
you-
May 1st.
May 1st. Just from like the casting and everything they've been doing, like it seems like the Eternals movie would probably end up
Huh.
being the first one. Because and it kind of makes sense. I mean that they're really going like cosmic with everything. That's what they've been doing recently. That they're going to really kind of like focus on everything off-world a bit to kind of set even more up.
So you don't think it's going to be like the Black Widow?
No, I don't think it will. Like I think they'll wait a little bit on that.
You think it's too soon?
It's too soon. It's too
Spoilers,
they
too
need to wait?
soon.
soon. Too soon. Poor Black Widow.
Which that has
Um,
been confirmed, I think, as a prequel.
Yes.
So
I
it's
think
not-
it would have to be.
Yeah, it's not going to be like the Search for Spock when two of the Star Trek guys go and search for Spock to
Yeah.
try to bring him back.
It'd be that they shot her out into space on a.
Yeah,
They gotta go find
that's
her.
what I was hoping it'd be like. The Hulk and Hawkeye like team up and go on a buddy journey across the cosmos.
Doing like a Muppet travel, like in a car.
So there has
Singing
been.
a song,
This is the
everything.
movies that have been rumored, and pretty much some of them that we know will happen. We got the Black Widow prequel. I'm going to mispronounce this probably.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, which I don't
Shang-Chi.
know anything about.
He's like a martial artist. Like he's like he's not huge in the comics. Like he's had his own series and stuff like that. But they're really trying to diversify a lot, and I think that's a good character to do it with. Like he's basically like the Iron Fist, like an Iron Fist type character.
So he's Iron Fist, but not Iron Fist.
But yeah,
So, there you go.
makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah. You mentioned Eternals. Of course, there's going to be a Doctor Strange 2,
of course.
and there's going to be a 3 because that was confirmed by the creator of Thanos. He did an interview,
Oh yeah.
and they were talking about the sort of the mystical side of it. And he goes, "Well, just wait for Doctor Strange 2 and 3 that's coming out."
Well, there you go.
No,
And it's like, well, I guess those are
There
coming
you
out.
go.
Black Panther 2 at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Guardians of the Galaxy's Volume 3, which I'm thinking is going to focus on Adam Warlock.
Well, that's what they kind of like left it at with the last one. It seemed like that was going to be like the big thing for that. I would be interested about if Thor is actually going to be involved.
Why
Or
would
not.
Thor be involved?
I don't know. I mean, it just seems like that would be cool.
With-
Like, not,
Spoiler.
No, it's not a spoiler.
I think he's going to be involved. I think that's where they're going to take him for now instead of making another Thor movie.
Which I mean, it kind of like if you think about it, because when James Gunn was fired, they were trying to think about directors, and they thought about the Thor director Tahiti
Yeah.
guy, which kind of makes sense if they're throwing Thor in there. He would know the most about it. So
Well, there are a comic called As Guardians of the Galaxy.
there isn't as Guardians of the Galaxy. It has Thor's sister on it and a bunch of other.
Not Hela.
Not Hela. No, the other sister.
The other sister that nobody knows about.
That no one. Well, it was a Tom McFarlane, I think, character that they brought over to the Marvel universe. Can't think of her name off the top of my head, but yeah, Angela, I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
Angela. That's
Angela.
kind of a plain name, right?
I'm going to call it and say that Thor is going to be a part of it. Do you think it'll be Dad Bod Thor,
I'm hoping.
or will he be back in shape?
He'll be back in shape.
Nah.
The funniest thing.
He'll find the Bowflex that. Like,
The funniest
Yeah.
thing I saw on Twitter after Endgame came out was somebody posted that I went to with my wife, and when Thor came on the screen, she gave this big ugh, and then I looked down at myself and realized, so that's what she really thinks about me.
Yep.
It's
that
like,
says it
yeah,
all.
most men did that. They're just like,
Yeah.
oh, I see how it is.
Well, I was laughing because when the movie ended, there was a woman leaving. She's like, "Oh, that's what I come for." The usher was like, what do you come for?" He's like, "I come for Thor's abs, and they weren't in this movie." She
Oh,
was
well.
so disappointed.
Maybe Thor's abs will get his own movie.
Yeah.
That'll be
That's-
sort of weird.
Yep.
Um,
Frog Thor and Thor's abs. That'd be a good movie.
I'm guessing there's going to be a Captain Marvel 2.
I'm sure there will be. It made a ton
Yeah.
of money, so they're going to do another
There's
one.
rumors that there might be Miss Marvel in there somewhere with it.
Well, I mean, it's a possibility. They had there's Camilla Khan, which is the current Miss Marvel, but they introduced another Miss Marvel in the first movie, which was the daughter of her friend.
Yeah.
She becomes a Miss Marvel at some point in the comics, and they talked about it being in the past too. It might be her flying around space doing whatever she was doing before Endgame,
Yeah.
which would be interesting. I mean, to see going back and fighting Ronin and doing all kinds of stuff like that.
And then so there's going to be 8 movies, and I've listed 7. And the last one that I listed, I just sort of came up with off the top of my head.
Oh.
Oh wow!
Not really,
Wow.
but a new Avengers movie.
Oh yeah. Oh,
What
yeah,
it's going to
they'll-
look like, I don't know.
That yeah, I mean it's.
They still
That's
have
up in
enough
the air.
Avengers to make a team.
Oh yeah, they can make 2 teams up and still
Yeah,
go.
but weren't they kind of retiring all of those Avengers in that movie, and that
they
kind of like
seem
here's
to-
the new Avengers,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they seem to retire a bunch of them, but
Yeah.
it seems like for the Avengers themselves, they're going to be mostly doing the Disney Plus TV shows.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be
That's true.
focusing on those.
That's
Any of the Avengers that you're doing in there, like the Falcon, who's maybe not the Falcon anymore. Spoiler.
Yeah, I think the name is probably going to be changed to
Little
the
bit.
show.
Yeah, probably. So right now it's
I still want it to be
Falcon and
called
Bucky.
Cap and Bucky.
Cap and Bucky. I like it.
That's what I want.
Bucky Cap.
Instead of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, there's WandaVision coming out.
WandaVision. They gotta do a new name for
Who's
that.
excited to see WandaVision now? And
There you
it's
go.
it's
There
just
you
going
go.
to be.
That guy was
I'm
excited.
excited for it. I just want a new name for it.
Yeah.
I can't get behind the name.
I
they
think
agree.
It reminds me of this, like like the old. I've said this before. The old Nintendo that was like the 3D with the red.
Oh yeah, that's
That's what-
WandaVision.
Yeah, WandaVision is going to be all red on the screen. You sort of look through.
Mhm.
That's WandaVision. Because that's her powers, right? She shoots out red.
Yeah. Is it just going to be like a Weekend at Bernie's type thing where she's dragging Vision around?
Oh,
Is that what's going to happen?
that
'Cause
could
that's
be.
what I want.
Drags Vision around. Puts
It's like,
like
no, he's fine.
puts a mustache on him, some glasses.
Yeah. Goes to his penthouse, throws a party.
Weekend at Visions.
Yeah.
They did introduce the technology to bring him back in Infinity War.
Yeah. Now
So
that
he's downloaded
Shuri's back-
somewhere.
Yeah, now that Shuri's back, she could probably fix him.
Yeah.
But I still want my Weekend at Bernie's.
You should make it.
Okay.
I'll be Vision. You can just drag me around.
Sure.
And then, of course, there's a Loki show. We don't know what happened to Loki. He sort of disappeared, we'll say.
Yeah. I
So
don't know.
he could still be out there
In an alternate reality.
in an alternate reality.
So yeah, that could happen.
Yeah.
He has died a lot of times. Yes.
Yeah, he's like been dead and back and dead and back. And
Yeah.
So let's talk about villains.
let's do that.
Thanos is gone. Spoiler. I mean, I don't know how you thought he would still be around.
I just thought he was just gonna live on the farm.
I mean, they could have left him.
Yeah, I mean he could still be Farmer Thanos somewhere,
He's not.
growing crops. But no,
He's like dust in the wind. Who do you think is going to take over? Do you think they set up for somebody to take over?
they kind of did a little bit. I mean it's not. I mean there have been theories online, and I'm kind of behind it with Kang the Conqueror, who is a time travel villain for the Avengers.
Yeah.
That they've set up like all these alternate realities and everything, and Kang is like that's kind of what he does in the comics. If you don't know Kang, he's like a conqueror from the future. Travels back in time. He was a pharaoh at one point and dealt with Apocalypse. He's dealt with the Fantastic Four, and he's apparently possibly a descendant of either Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four or Doctor Doom.
Oh.
So, which could be an intro to bring the Fantastic Four in, which I think would be a good way to do it. Would be to introduce him first, and they kind of delve into his history a bit and kind of find like Reed Richards, which can open up some time travel stuff.
Now we have, correct me if I'm wrong, when we were kids, we had like 3 King the Conqueror toys, right?
We did. I don't know why we had 3 of them.
I don't either. People just give us stuff.
I think-
And what I remember was he was a guy in spandex, basically,
yes,
with a giant head, sort of.
it's purple and green.
Yeah.
He looked like a Doctor Doom ripoff a little bit.
I'm just hoping that if they go that direction, that they don't go with that kind of costume.
No. I think they need to do that.
Yeah. Hey guys,
The
I know you
giant
just
head.
defeated Thanos, but I'm here
Yeah.
in my leotard to take over the world.
I think they would just hand the world over to him at that point.
Now we're going to see somebody dressed as King walk through in a minute.
Probably
They're going to be
so.
like, "Oh, thanks for making fun of me."
I like how he dresses.
So another option would be Galactus,
Galactus would be another option.
which I was thinking, because Galactus and Silver Surfer sort of go hand in hand,
yes,
which would be another way to bring in the Fantastic Four. They see Galactus sees this big global event happen with the Infinity Stones and
That's
sends Silver Surfer to figure out what's going on.
that would be true. I mean, they could do that because like a huge, like Rocket was saying, like a huge energy surge that had never been seen before in the universe emanated from Earth and then this other planet. So I mean, that could possibly draw him to Earth with a huge energy source like that.
I would think so.
But that would be interesting. That'd be cool. But I don't know. It seems like I think they would introduce the Fantastic Four first before Galactus.
I don't know.
'Cause he's more of a Fantastic Four villain for me, at least.
Yeah, we still don't really know when they're going to introduce Fantastic Four, X-Men,
No.
Deadpool. Because with the list that they came out with, Deadpool is nowhere on there
No.
for a third movie yet.
I think he should have showed up in the end credits of Endgame.
Yeah, we talked about
Jump into
that.
the portal, like, hey, I'm here to help.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over.
He should have came through the portal with guns ablazing. Where's Thanos? And then been like, sorry, the Foxtail took too long.
Yeah, it's like I can't wait to be on a team with Iron Man and
Yeah.
Captain America.
Yeah, that would have been perfect.
Dang it.
Oh. Maybe for the Blu-ray.
Maybe for
Fingers
the Blu-ray.
crossed.
Yes.
Because it was too heavy of a movie to put that at the end.
I mean, the poor guy wants to be on a team with Logan. No Logan.
Nobody wants to be
Once-
on a team with them.
Gets over to the MCU. Oh, the main people are gone already. Stuck with Ant-Man.
Yeah. I'm sure
Like
Disney's figuring out what to do with them right now.
Probably so.
I did watch the Once Upon a Deadpool, and a PG-13 version worked okay
It could work.
for
think
Disney.
it could work.
I don't know. You could sandwich them in there
Yeah.
somewhere.
No problem.
And then, of course, this would be with Fantastic Four, probably, but there's Doctor Doom out there.
Oh yeah, Doctor Doom. Apparently, the directors of Endgames, like I think, said that would be one of the characters that would bring them back to direct another movie. Would be Doctor Doom. They're a fan of Doctor Doom. Which there was a movie just for Doctor Doom, like that was being produced at one point by Fox. But I think that's off now since the merger.
Probably so.
I kind of doubt they.
We still have Dark Phoenix and New Mutants is still on the list. So we still have to deal with that before we can deal with X-Men in the MCU, I would think.
Yeah, I would think, and I kind of hope they do, like, give a little space for that. Like, I don't think they need to bring X-Men in right away. I could see them kind of cherry-picking some characters here and there. They mentioned Braddock, a name in Endgame, which is Captain Britain
Yeah.
in the comics, and I think his sister is an X-Men, or was an X-Men at one point, Psylocke, yeah. So, I mean, they could introduce her character in there. She just wouldn't be an X-Men at the time. But they could introduce, like, kind of side characters like that, like name drop things. But yeah, I think they should wait. I think they have plenty to deal with and
Yeah.
plenty of storylines they could do. I would love a secret invasion, which is another thing the Russos said they would love to do. But yeah, I don't. There's Secret Wars.
Secret Wars.
Secret Wars. That's what it was. Secret Invasion was the Skrulls. I don't know how they're gonna do that.
That's what everybody thought, that there was going to be somebody in game that was actually a Skrull, one of our heroes the whole time, but that didn't happen.
That did not. They could have been. You just still don't know.
Oh, that's true.
True.
But yeah, it didn't happen. Anyways, so we talked about heroes. Fantastic Four, X-Men are the big ones. I'm thinking Fantastic Four is going to come before X-Men.
Oh,
into the-
definitely.
into
Yeah,
the
I would think
movies.
so. Like, and hopefully they can do it right. I don't know. Do you guys have anybody you'd love to see cast as the Fantastic Four?
John
John Krasinski,
Krasinski. Yeah.
Jim from The Office,
Jim from The Office
and his wife,
as Reed Richards.
and his wife Emily as Sue Storm.
Oh, yeah.
I think that'd be fun.
There, it's done.
It's done.
I'll call him right now.
That's what's happening. I kind of have a feeling they won't go with that route, though. Like,
No.
I think they're going to go with someone younger.
Yeah,
some new
probably.
blood. So they can have him around a while. Because John Krasinski, he's like in his 40s, probably.
Sure.
And that seems to be when the actors are dropping out. When they reach their 40s and 50s, they're like, I'm done.
I mean,
I can't run around too much anymore.
yeah.
My back's giving out. I can't
There's
do
a
this.
few that are still there. They move over to Disney Plus, where the schedule's a little lighter.
Yeah.
So we have a fourth mic here.
Oh,
Oh, we do.
I don't know if anybody out here would like to maybe throw out one of their ideas or ask a question. For those who don't know, Chris is an animator. He's worked on X-Men First Class, Life of Pi, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of movies that you have
fun stuff.
seen and known. Maybe
All
some,
kinds of movies.
yeah, little Spider-Man stuff here and there. If you have questions, we've got a fourth mic. You don't have to ask questions. We'll just keep talking.
we're just glad you came.
Yeah, if
We're
you want
just
to hear
happy
us
to be
rambling
here.
on.
We have buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad that you decided
You like a
to
button?
sit down and rest
Come get
here.
a button.
If you ask a question, you get a button,
Right here.
and if you don't ask a question,
get one,
you
you
can
can
still
get a
get a
button.
button.
Ask a question.
It's how we roll.
It's our I Am Geek logo. We've done it in the style of the Infinity War gauntlet.
Every year that we come here, we do a button.
which is our second year.
You're not supposed to say that.
So twice now we've done a
Two
button.
different buttons.
They're very collectible.
Very
They go on eBay
Did
for
you get
like
year 2018?
50 cents.
They're not numbered.
Yeah, they're not
so-
numbered. We'll write a number on it for you. They're all number ones.
They're all number ones because you're number one.
Yes. You make questions?
Our favorite original Avenger.
Favorite original event.
Katrin, would you like to lead on with your favorite original
My
Avenger?
favorite.
Okay, just like, who are the Avengers?
Who's on the team again?
He's going to be like, Batman.
I like Green Lantern.
Who's your favorite? You got a favorite? No.
No, you just like them all equally. Thor's on there. Yeah, Thor's on there.
All right, Chris, how about you? Who's your favorite original? Now, let's clarify. Who are the original Avengers?
Original Avengers, I would think be Iron Man, Captain America,
Yeah.
Hulk,
That's what I was thinking.
Hawkeye,
I thought it was a trick question.
Thor. Did I say Thor? Black Widow. I would say Coulson is an honorary member, but
Yeah, I've always kind of liked Thor's.
posthumous,
Thor,
whatever.
I'll,
How you
I'll
say?
say Thor.
Oh.
Thor? Yeah.
Thor. Thor's a good one. I like Thor. My favorite one. I'd probably have to go with Captain America. I
Go
like
with
Captain America. He's this is a family show, but he's got America's outfit. We'll call it that. Full American outfit.
Do you know that was his very last line that he ever recorded as Captain America? They did that on reshoots, and that was the very last line. And somebody asked him about it. He's like, I hated that was my last line. It's like that's what he's left with to remember. That he's looking at himself saying
he could
that
do
line.
more if he wanted to.
Oh, yeah. So if we're talking about original Avengers, it goes back to the
Oh.
comics, and Hank Pym and the Wasp are in that mix too.
Well, that would be from the comic books.
Yeah,
Hank
I know.
Pym and the Wasp.
I'm just-
Captain
Well, maybe that's what
America.
she meant.
Actually,
I don't
Captain America wasn't even an original Avenger. He
Yeah.
came in like a couple episodes later.
Yeah.
Issues
All
later.
right, so mine. I'm gonna be the weird guy.
Uh-oh.
There he goes.
Yeah, that's you.
Yep. Hawkeye.
Oh.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
They
Yeah.
liked that.
He really is.
I can't wait for his show on Disney Plus. It's like a limited release show or something like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, he has no powers per se, but he hangs with the rest of them.
Did they ever actually call him Hawkeye?
No, the only
No.
time that Hawkeye was mentioned was he calls his daughter Hawkeye.
Yeah, and in Selvig, the scientist says the Hawk
Yeah.
at one point, but he never says Hawkeye.
he's never officially called Hawkeye in the movies.
And this one, he's Ronin, but
In Ronin,
they never
yeah.
say Ronin either. So
No.
he's just the nameless guy.
They just usually just call him by his real name.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah. No.
No? Okay.
I like him. Like, I can't wait to see a standalone thing with him. I thought the thing that redeemed Age of Ultron for me was that it was a Hawkeye movie.
It pretty much was a Hawkeye movie.
I love his character. I love that he has a family that he goes home to, but he goes out and just does all this crazy stuff. His bow and arrow accuracy and his sword stuff now,
Yeah.
second to none.
And he is he is like the resident mother of the Avengers,
Yeah.
I think. Takes care of them, does their laundry. He's a good guy.
No.
Oh, sure he does.
But that would be my favorite. You like Iron
Hawkeye?
Man?
Iron Man?
Nice.
I like Iron Man.
That's a good choice. Oh, for his daughter?
Yeah.
What do we think of his daughter? Oh, Morgan. His daughter Morgan.
So in the
Um,
comic books, Morgan, this is a little thing.
Oh, dropping
So-
some trivia.
Yeah, drop us some
Look
trivia.
at
In the
you.
comic books, Morgan Stark was actually his
Cousin.
and he was
Yeah.
trying to take over Stark Industry.
Yeah, he's not necessarily a good guy.
He was a bad guy in the comics.
And-
Isn't that
and-
weird?
Yeah, and he actually fights Iron Man in like an Iron Man type suit at one point.
Yeah.
So there was speculation though, like, oh, maybe she'll grow up to be a bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
probably not.
Yeah.
I
I think I think they'll definitely do something with her. I mean,
Oh yeah,
you feel like they kind of introduced a couple of different characters in the movie, right?
Iron
To-
Kid. She'll get
Iron
her own.
Kid. Yeah.
Iron Lad.
Iron Lad. There's an Iron Lad.
There is an Iron
That's
Lad.
actually Kang the Conqueror from the future, I believe.
Oh, well, there you go. They have the setup for a young Avengers. They have
Yeah.
Yes.
Morgan.
Oh, yeah.
They have
Yeah.
the kid from Iron Man 3 that everybody was like,
Yeah.
who's that guy?
He's gonna do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
at
he was
the
at the
funeral,
funeral.
and everybody in the theater's like, "Who's that?"
Yeah, who's that?
I
And
knew he was.
Yeah,
but-
yeah, I was like, I think that's the kid from Iron Man 3. He's just older.
Yeah.
And then you have
Ant-Man's kid,
Ant-Man's daughter.
who in the comics becomes Stature.
Yeah.
She grows big. She doesn't shrink. I don't think she just grows.
Yeah, she just shows.
giant.
So
She's
there's
like a giant
three right
Phantom.
there that could be young Avengers.
And,
And
Hawkeye's
Hawkeye's daughter.
daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, Hawkeye's 3 kids. He's got his own superhero team on his
Yeah.
own. He doesn't need anybody else.
I would watch this. I mean, that would be a cool.
Yeah, they're totally doing
Cool
it.
take on
Like
it.
Oh, yeah.
Teen Titans almost. Or something.
Teen Titans. It's the Teen Titans.
Teen Avengers.
The Teen Titans in the Marvel Universe.
It's already set up.
I hope it's fashioned after Teen Titans Go, the TV show, then,
Yeah.
or it's just more of a comedy.
Yeah.
There's one of these signs says 3,000, and when I walk by it, I'm like, oh.
Oh,
Rest in peace.
Like,
I
there
love
we
it.
go.
3,000.
Which that line was put in because he says
His daughter said that to him
in real life.
In real life,
In real
his
life.
actual daughter said that.
Robert
to him in
Downey
real life.
Jr.'s actual daughter said that,
Yeah.
so they put that in the
tribute.
movie for
Yeah.
her.
And another Iron Man line.
Makes
The
it
last,
even more sad.
the last Iron Man line that some of these guys probably already know it was recorded like last minute.
Yeah, the editors
I
were.
heard that,
They were
yeah.
the directors were in the editing room, and they're like, "We don't. Something doesn't feel right. What should we do?" And one of the
Yeah.
editors said,
Yeah.
"Just have him say I'm Iron Man." And they're like, "There we go." Which Robert Downey Jr. did not want to do it at first.
Yeah, he didn't want to say anything.
He just wanted to stand
They had
there.
to convince him.
Yeah. Spoiler.
Yeah. Spoiler.
But he's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Everybody's looking at us. Would you like to buy some Tupperware? We've got some good Tupperware here. If you would like to start selling Tupperware as well, we've got some good plans.
It'd be funny if somebody actually walked over and said, I'm very interested in this. Tell me more.
All Might over there, he wants to sell some Tupperware. Plus Ultra.
Any other thoughts, questions from you guys before we move on? Okay, here we go. You want to do it on the mic? Or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can just keep it family friendly, because that guy in the back will kill you.
Well, you were talking about the 3K, right? 3,000. I love you. 3,000.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's a guy, John Marks, who built the life-size Furies back that way.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he dressed up as Iron Man yesterday, and it says 143, and then 3K underneath his little
Oh.
thing. And 143 was another reference to the I love you.
Oh,
Aw.
That's cool.
that's cool.
Thank you.
That's fun. Have a button.
Have a button.
You're welcome to as many buttons
You're welcome
as you
to.
want.
You can
have
have a
them
button
all.
too. Katrin doesn't bite. You can get a button. He does sometimes, but only on Tuesdays.
I was ready for him to like bite her or something. Any other weird trivia we know?
You know,
We're
weird
full of
trivia.
lots
I mean,
of trivia.
I know a lot of weird trivia, but
Tell me about the Marvel stuff that's coming up or was in the
Marvel
movie.
stuff coming up.
Trying to think, did anybody see old Howard the Duck in the movie?
Yeah. I did not see it as it was playing. I was looking at the Wasp. So I missed Howard the Duck. Who's Howard the Duck? Oh, where is
it's
Howard?
like, whoa.
I was like, hold on. Leave this convention. No, Howard the Duck, when everybody's coming out of the portals and you see like Wasp there, he's like
To the left or
to the right,
Right,
I think.
right.
Right,
One of
kind
the-
of small, along
got-
with like everyone else coming through.
He's got a gun. He comes out like
Yeah. Guns a-blazing.
with the Ravagers.
Yes, with the rabbit. Yes.
Another.
Another little trivia bit.
Ooh.
Little trivia bit. When you're seeing the van in the the storage unit
Yeah.
or whatever, and the rat runs across it, you see the number 616, which is the numbers for the Marvel universe.
Yeah. The
That's what universe
our
it is.
universe or
616.
whatever.
Like the main Marvel universe is
I
616.
just totally stabbed myself up here.
What did you stab yourself with?
The staple. Oh well.
Oh yeah.
If I pass out, it's just
Yeah. You got your tetanus. You're fine.
yeah.
He has tetanus.
Oh, he
It's
has
funny-
tetanus. Yeah. You have tetanus
yeah.
already. You're okay.
I found it funny that a mouse or a rat brought
Just
Ant-Man
happened to
back,
arrive.
and it was sort of like Mickey Mouse, Disney saying, "We did that."
We got your back.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Now we've moved into our voice acting
Yeah.
segment of the show.
Yeah, we got 15 minutes left. All we're doing is voices.
That's right.
Can you give us a little Joker? I love his Joker.
Oh gosh, I don't know. It's loud.
Do it loud,
Do it loud. It'll be great.
loud and proud.
It's not the best Joker, but
Oh, it's good. I like it.
okay.
It'll be funny.
So put him on the spot now.
I can't do it. You put him on like.
Dude.
So just talk about something else.
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
Hello, Gotham. How are we doing today? Oh, that.
There you go.
There you go.
There we go.
He's Mark Hamill's understudy.
Hello, Patsy. Oh, that takes a lot of
You
effort.
did do some scratch. He did do. I don't know. He did do some scratch vocals for Mark
I
Hamill.
did
one
get
time.
to do some scratch vocals. I worked on the Best Fiend shorts, like animating those. It's a little app game, and Mark Hamill does a voice of one of those. And we scratch voices you do so you can get that kind of like storyboards going. And I got to do voice.
Then they came in and said, "Your voice is going away now." Mark
And they were
Hamill's
like,
going to do it.
"I'm sorry, we got Mark Hamill." And I was like, "Yes, get rid of my voice."
And just like that.
Just like that, like a snap, I was gone.
Another one bites the dust.
Bites the dust.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Favorite Marvel
Oh.
comic book character that has not been introduced into the MCU yet, right?
Gosh. Yeah.
There's so many. Squirrel Girl, probably.
That's a good. I like Squirrel Girl.
You know who should play Squirrel Girl?
Oh, the girl from Pitch Perfect,
Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick. She would be a great Squirrel Girl. I'd
She would be
love her as
funny.
Squirrel Girl.
She's very squirrely.
Quick-witted. I don't know. I'm trying to think other that haven't been in.
Oh, yeah. I don't. That's a hard one. There's
What's
so
your
many.
favorite?
Franklin Richards. That's a good one. Reed Richards' son.
Oh.
Franklin Richards.
Well, I learned something new
So
today.
first they got to get Reed Richards in there.
They
and
should
then
bring
they can pull
Franklin in first. And then be like, who's this guy? I don't know.
it. Like, I'm the son of Reed Richards.
And they'd be like, who?
It'd just be like, I'm Star-Lord. Who? Gosh, I don't know. Frog Thor, maybe?
Frog Thor.
I would love to see a Frog Thor.
I just want Nicolas Cage back as North Spider-Man, just like in the actual movies.
Just like to watch matches burn. To feel something. Anything. Yeah, I don't know. Do you know of anyone?
I don't. Comic books are not my thing. In case you haven't figured that out yet. It's
What would
the
you like
show
to
for
talk
the geek
about?
in all of us. So I get the other stuff.
Now I'm looking up.
Yeah, you'll have to look it up. Maybe I can name one.
I'm trying to think
Or
who
recognize
hasn't been
one.
in that. All right, here we go. First thing that pops up: 10
The
characters.
wonders of internet.
Oh well, there's also what's his name? It's like Aquaman, but he's not Aquaman.
Oh, Namor.
Namor.
Yeah.
They haven't
And-
brought him in.
That was hinted, was supposedly hinted, that when in the room where Black Widow's looking at all the holograms, everybody's talking to her, like, what's going on in the world and everything. There's like an underwater earthquake that happened, and like people were speculating, oh, is it Atlantis? Is it Namor? And people were thinking, well, maybe that could lead into like Black Panther 2. It's where it's Wakanda versus Atlantis, which has happened in the comics before.
Now I know who I want.
Because Namor has been a villain before. So. Oh, who do you want?
I know who I want now because I looked up to remind myself. I want Nova.
Oh, yeah.
I want Nova in.
Nova. That would be good.
Yeah.
I want
But-
the snarky Nova.
Yeah.
You know, the snarky Nova?
Yeah.
The one from like the Spider-Man animated?
Yeah.
That one? Okay.
Like I don't want it to be like, cool Nova. I want him to be like snarky.
You don't want
like,
the Richard Rider Nova?
I don't want snarky Nova.
Where he's a police cop like Green Lantern? You don't want that? Ooh, he could be played by Ryan Reynolds. Perfect.
So that's my pick, Nova. Which they've had the Nova Corps.
Yeah. They
They
had
pr-
the Nova Corps.
They pretty much got wiped out. Right?
Well, they may not all be gone, but
Yeah.
at least the one on the main planet was wiped out.
Of course, we mentioned Adam Warlock. He's been hinted at. That would be a good one.
Yeah.
There's also Spider-Woman.
Spider-Woman would be great.
She hasn't
She
been
was
in.
a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent at one point, so they could introduce her through that as well. Tie from that.
And Moon Knight.
Ooh, Moon Knight, yeah.
I was hoping that Netflix was going to do a Moon Knight before all that stuff went down.
Yeah.
Because a Moon Knight show on Netflix would have been pretty sweet.
Yeah, he would have fit right in with Daredevil and Luke Cage and all that.
Now I don't know if there's a place for him, sadly, on Disney Plus.
Because there's some good kind of, because he's got like multiple personality disorder type
Yeah.
stuff and everything. There's a lot of stuff
That'd
they
be cool.
can play with
And
that.
of course, there's She-Hulk.
She-Hulk would be good.
Do you think, we talked about the kids from the show, from the latest movie, that there could be a show coming from that, right? So do you think that there's an opportunity to do a all-female Avengers?
Oh, yeah.
There has been talk about the all-female Avengers, and
Yeah.
they,
Oh, yeah,
they sort of
definitely.
hinted at that in the scene from Endgame where they all miraculously joined forces on the big, huge
They found each other.
battlefield. They're like, ladies, where you at? And they're like, we're here. That was the only thing that I was like, wait a second.
It was a cool shot, but yeah,
It
you're
was
just
a
like,
very
how
cool
did they
shot.
find everybody in one place?
We're like, gather up. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, Star-Lord tries to walk in. He's like, no, I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just the
Girls only.
ladies.
Sorry,
Ladies only.
it's just like, I'll wait over here.
So I wasn't sure how that happened. That was one of the only things in Endgame that I was like, no,
well,
it's too big of a battlefield.
it's It's a setup, I'm sure.
But I'm sure it's a setup for for another.
All the actresses, I
Movie.
think, have said they'd love to do it.
Who's your favorite? This is a question from the audience. Hi, my name is Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Who's your favorite female Marvel character?
Well, thank you,
Joe.
Joe. Thank you, Joe. Here, have a button.
Thanks.
Um,
Ow, I poked myself.
it's okay.
Favorite female?
Favorite female? I'd have to go with Wasp.
Wasp. That's a good one.
a good one.
Evangeline Lilly. I like her as an actress, and I like her character.
Yeah, she did a great
She's a
job.
strong character. She's got the brain. She's got the brawn. She can fly. She can shrink.
She does it all.
She does it all. She's a Renaissance woman.
Why did they give Ant-Man wings?
I don't think you want Ant-Man to have wings.
It's always weird. Kater, do you have a favorite
He rides an
female? Don't say Wonder Woman, please. Don't say Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Linda Carter.
There haven't been a whole lot, right? Just
No,
when
there's
you
been
played
there's been
the
a
last
few.
movies,
There's been a few.
right?
There's been a few.
Oh,
You want me to go and give you a chance to think about it?
I'm gonna
I mean,
think
there's
about it.
there's a few on the Guardians of the
know.
Galaxy.
Yeah, that's true.
and
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 Gora, right?
Gamora?
Gamora, thank you, not
Gora?
Gora. I'm thinking of Goro.
Goro?
Goro from
His
Mortal
favorite
Kombat,
female Marvel character is
Gamora.
Goro.
Oh, well, there you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
But
Gamora.
Gamora. My favorite
Gamora.
is Valkyrie. That's
Oh, she's good. Yeah,
She was awesome.
I want her own movie.
Like that
That'd be
actress
good.
she did an amazing job. I can't wait to see her and Chris
That's
Hemsworth
true,
in,
yeah. She was
in
really
Men in
Men in Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
It's like Valkyrie and Thor
That's-
team up for Men in Black. I mean,
it's another alternate universe from the Marvel
Yeah.
universe where
they're out there. They're all out
didn't-
there.
They didn't become gods in Norse mythology. They became Men in Black agents.
There we go. But yeah, Valkyrie hands down.
Yeah,
she was
a good
cool.
one.
She was
Yeah.
good.
She has
I
a
like her.
horse that has wings. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard to beat.
I guess this.
can you beat that?
Scarlet
Scarlet
Witch.
Witch,
Oh,
oh.
she is good.
Yeah,
She is
that-
probably the
wow,
most
yeah.
powerful. I
Yeah.
would think she may be the most powerful of all of them, really.
Yeah.
I mean, in the comics, she's made whole universes on her own. She's brought people back to life. She's made her own children.
Oh.
Yeah, she's brought
Won-
people back to life.
wonder
She's
if
made her
she'll-
own family.
You think she'll bring somebody back to life in the movies?
I don't know. Iron Man. Oh, we got 5.
5 minutes.
5
Yeah.
minutes.
So we got 5 minutes left. Are there any other questions or anything from the audience before we run far away? Never to be seen again until later
No.
at our
Well,
other
yeah,
panel.
We do have. I'll plug our stuff later.
Yeah.
If you're listening, you won't be able to. It'll have already happened.
Yeah.
Tonight at 7:30. We'll look up the time. We're having our battle royale with cheese, is what we call it, and we're pitting 2 podcasts besides ourselves to get against each other, and they're going to battle it out. Tonight is original Star Wars trilogy versus prequels.
Who's gonna win?
Who's going to win?
you
we're the,
won't know until you show
yeah,
up.
we're the judges and the hosts, so it's really up to
So
us.
yeah, we can
Whatever
pick
we
whoever.
can, yeah.
And the thing is, so they'll battle it out in a sort of debate. They'll have weapons, of course, right?
Yeah.
Not really, but they'll battle it out, sort of debate format. And then after they battle it out, we throw in the with cheese. So we flip it on its head. So let's say, for example, it was the new trilogy versus the original trilogy for Star Wars. Our cheese would be Rian Johnson never existed.
The director of
The director of Last Jedi.
Last Jedi. We
which-
don't like Last Jedi. I'm sorry.
Anyways,
You may
but
like
so,
it. There's
so we'll
some
throw
good stuff.
something.
It's okay to
we'll
like
we'll
it.
turn it on its head, and then they have to debate it out from there with their thing. So maybe tonight Jar Jar Binks will be in the original trilogy instead of prequels. We don't know. You have to come to find out. But it's
Maybe.
going to be here. Do we have the room number? I don't think we.
I think it's like 360D or something.
I guess I could look it
That's
up
the
and just-
podcasting room, I think. Yeah,
There
360D.
you go. At
7:30.
7:30.
7:30. Sweet.
The audience knows more than
So
we do.
get your dinner and come see.
And
We
then
should get
tomorrow at 10 o'clock, same room, I
10
think.
10 or
10:30.
something like that. Golly, yeah, you gotta check the schedule.
Well, we're just doing horrible.
Yeah, it's our second edition of battle royale with cheese
In the same room, 360.
in the same room, and in that one, it's a debate between original movies and reboots, which
Yeah.
is better.
It's a very vague topic.
It's a
but
very vague topic,
So
so
they're gonna
anything
each,
can happen.
Yeah, each team is gonna take a handful of original movies, and then the other team's gonna have the reboots, and they're gonna debate on which is actually the best version of that movie. There's gonna be throwdowns. It's gonna be all out pro wrestling. There'll probably be chairs being
Yeah.
thrown.
Off the top bench or something. Is that a wrestling thing? I don't know wrestling.
I'm the wrestling guy in this, which I love your Villain Club hat. I've been watching. I mean, like that guy's cool. He knows what's up. There's a Macho Man walking around here somewhere. Pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
Oh yeah.
I love wrestling. So, anyways, so tonight 7:30, and then tomorrow at 10.
And 10 or 10:30, but we're also participating in like 3 other panels today too, right?
Yeah, the podcast panel will be there for that, and then the podcast panel dealing with social media will be
Yeah.
there. We have no idea what we're
And
going to say there.
I'll be there at the animation domination panel, moderating that. So I'll
Okay.
just say a couple things and let other people talk. So
Do you remember who's going to be in that?
I have it.
Put you on the spot.
Guys that made
I do have
cartoons.
it.
So
Yeah.
thank you guys first off for being here, because I'm taking it that none of you like Game of Thrones, and that's why you came to us instead of going to
Yeah.
see
Thank you for not watching Game of
Miller
Thrones.
Clark, because we're like, wow, we're at the same time as the Game of Thrones panel. Well, it's going to be an empty room. So maybe you guys just couldn't get in, and you're like, well, I guess I'll go check out that geek stuff.
It is, I am
Or
geek.
maybe you're just tired from walking and needed to sit down, and that's fine as well.
Or
Thank
you're
you
like
for
me
that.
and you've never really watched Game of Thrones. I know. When I saw her name, I'm like, it's the lady from Solo. And they're like,
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, dude. And I'm like,
So-
no, she's from Solo.
and that Terminator movie, right? She was in that.
Yeah. But we would love for you guys to check us out. You can check us out at imgeekshow.com, or you can follow us on Twitter at imgeekshow, or on Facebook, imgeek. You can look it up. We're on Instagram, imgeekshow. We have cards down here that list all our information. We have buttons. If you come to our Battle Royales, we'll have stickers and magnets and all kinds of stuff that we'll be doing giveaways with. But thank you guys for coming. Thank you for being a part of I Am Geek, and we will talk to you next time on I Am Geek.